Welcome back to Columbus, the last match of pool play on the Grandstand court. We have the undefeated team at the moment, Clean Cause, versus a team that is 0-2 so far and mathematically eliminated, ATX Pickleballers, but still they're going to want to go for pride and try to get to 1-2 record here is ATX Pickleballers. On the championship core, you have hard eights and the fives. They're 1-1, so Clean Cause is automatically in. If they win this match, they will get a bye into the semis. If they drop this, they will likely have to play in the quarterfinals, but automatically advance. So, coming up first for the women's doubles, for ATX Pickleballers, Sarah Ansbury and Jade Kawamoto. Sarah Ansbury, 38 years old, out of Hilton Head, South Carolina. Drafted in the 16th position, and Jade Kawamoto, the 9th pick. She's 26, out of Canby, Indiana. They'll be facing off against the ladies of the Clean Cause, Regina Franco Goldberg and Maggie Remynse. So we have pretty good matchup here with the ladies. On the men's side of ATX Pickleballers, you have Dylan Frazier and Pablo Tellez. On the men's side of Clean Cause, Deco Barr, the number 2 pick overall, and Federico Staksrud, undrafted, but has performed in a big way, as yesterday he was the Aura Nutrition Player of the Day, being the number 1 individual ranked player of the tournament so far. So he will be looking to keep that momentum going. So congrats to Federico Staksrud on earning that Player of the Day. So coming up later today, after this match, we have a little bit of a break, and the quarterfinals will begin at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Championship Court. So on the near side, we're going to have Regina Franco and Maggie Remynse. Not sure what we're waiting on here, but Remynse and Franco played for the first time together this tournament, or excuse me, at Newport Beach, as Remynse was traded from the Florida Smash. So she has a finals appearance and now is looking to be into the semifinals if they get the win here. And here we go to start. Regina Franco to serve. Regina Goldberg, excuse me. To serve with Maggie on her left. On the far court, Sarah Ansbury right now tying her shoe alongside Jade Kawamoto. Firefight to get us going. What a first point. That's going to be like all the points we have. It's going to be something special. And you're going to see or hear the husband of Regina Goldberg in the background hyping up the wife. An unforced error from the side of Remynse. But clean cause with an early lead, 2-1. Great job turning defense to offense with Sarah Ansbury. Sarah Ansbury and Regina Goldberg played a lot of tournaments together, so they're very familiar with each other's games. Big offense from Sarah Ansbury, doing a great job early on of working her way through the transition zone with offense instead of just resetting the ball. And Maggie Remynse coming up big in the middle. With the poke into Jade Kawamoto, she was backing up. Gives herself the opportunity to put it away. Sarah Ansbury with the redirect of the put away. As Remynse went to a go attack cross, gave Sarah Ansbury a little more time to work with. Good defense here from Clean. And Sarah Ansbury coming out on top. That was a long rally there for sure. Great defense. 36, 46 hits. Thanks to my statistician here, 002 stats. And it stays alive. ATX Pickleballers up 6-3. And Sarah Ansbury, that ball just in. Nice shake and bake. (7-3). Good start here from ATX. That ball just didn't get underneath the ball enough and puts that in the net. So 4-7. And Regina Franco's paddle just a little too open. ATP, great job with the patience of Regina Goldberg getting around the post. And some net cord love in favor of Jade Kawamoto. Just throws off the timing. And a clash of paddles in the middle. Forces that ball long. Remynse possibly looking to challenge here. Asking the referee if they saw it. Looking at her team. 10-5, big lead here for ATX. And they get to 11 first, so it's 11-5 for Ansbury and Kawamoto. They have been solid all game long so far. Where Sarah Ansbury with 4 kills to 2 errors. Jade Kawamoto 1 kill to 0 errors. So they are net positive. Or on the other side, Remynse 2-3 and Regina 1-3. So it is a story about errors as Team Clean has had 6 unforced errors versus the 2 of ATX. So if I'm in the corner of Team Clean, try to just use your name. Be cleaner, make less mistakes. Easier said than done, but ATX in full control. So Sarah Ansbury to serve on the near side. And a nice spot from Goldberg. Jade Kawamoto, the southpaw, almost closed in on it in time. Tad late. And an unforced error from Goldberg on the dink. So 12-6. And a nice third shot drive from Ansbury, forcing the error off the paddle of Goldberg. 14-6, with more than doubled the score of clean cause. Good defense from clean. And a missed overhead on the lob. So clean cause down 7. We'll need a good run here. And a firefight pushes the team of clean cause back into the midcourt, giving the advantage to ATX. The defense from Kawamoto, but the better finish of Remynse, stepping in front of partner Goldberg to finish that ball there. And a nice inside-out ball to Ansbury's left side. And Sarah Ansbury taking control. Finds it through the middle. 16-9. Big lead. And Team Clean comes out on top. They were in a worse position in terms of where they were on the court compared to ATX, but managed to survive. And that ball just inside. Nice setup from Goldberg, but a better finish from Remynse. Remynse starting to get more active in the middle with her forehand. It's paying off, so we'll see if she keeps trying to get involved there. As Ron Ponder initially said 17-16, but that was incorrect. And unforced error from Kawamoto, as looked like maybe she just did not read the bounce of the ball well. So nice inside out attack from Ansbury. 18-2. And Remynse looking to find some offense. I'm not upset with the decision as much as the execution there. As when Remynse is pulling the trigger and starting the offense, a lot of things are going in favor of Clean. Maggie Remynse, the more active player on the side of Clean cause. 4 kills to 4 errors, where Goldberg is 1 kill to 4 errors. And Jade Kawamoto, 2 kills to 3 errors, where Sarah Ansbury 6 kills to 4 errors. So Sarah Ansbury definitely getting more involved in the offense. Talking with her a few days ago, that's one thing she's really trying to work on her game, is get more offensively minded, turning some of those defensive positions into offensive positions, and you can definitely see it on the court right now. She's doing a great job coming through the transition zone. Instead of resetting, Ansbury is trying to put some pressure on the opponent. So now back from the timeout, 19-12. And that inside-out backhand from Remynse was perfect placement, perfect power. Job well done from Remynse, making it count. That ball just popped up off Goldberg's paddle, giving Ansbury an overhead. So now game point here in the women's doubles matchup. Big drives from Remynse. And Remynse just misses long, but that's the pattern she really wants to get into. She wants that forehand in the middle high that she earned. Sarah Ansbury with the poach off the setup of Jade Kawamoto, and they get it done. 21-14. ATX Pickleballers cruise to victory in the women's doubles. But don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with our men's doubles matchup. Stay tuned. Welcome back. MLP, Columbus. We just saw on Grandstand Court Sarah Ansbury and Jade Kawamoto take it to Regina Goldberg and Maggie Remynse. 21-14. So now we're going to see the men have a chance at winning it for their team. On the side of ATX Pickleballers, you have Dylan Frazier, who was the 4th pick for the men's this year. 20 years old, out of Missouri, college student. Next to Pablo Tellez, who was undrafted but filled in on the 5s for Rob Nunnery when he was injured in the first event of the year and performed very well. They will be facing off against a very tough team. Dekel Bar, 29, from Israel originally, now living in Dripping Springs, Texas. Next to Federico Staksrud, 26 years old, currently living in Naples, Florida. He's going to kick us off. And Dekel Bar tries the attempt around the post. It's a very nice dink from Frazier as he caught Dekel Bar sliding to the right. And that ball just going out. So Federico in the bottom right. Dekel Bar serving now. And Deckelbar all over the forehand speed up of Tellez. Deckelbar applies a lot of pressure in his game. That is the name of his game. Big serves. He's just a big human in general. Very tall, long arms, and a lot of strength. There you can see earning a free point off of that big serve. And Pablo maybe lifts that a little too high as Federico cleans it up with the backhand. Frazier did not seem ready for that ball to come to that spot. So a pretty good start so far for the clean cause. Up 5-2, but Pablo Tellez earns the ball back and he's serving. And that ball just wide. So now up 6-2. Big overhead from Tellez, but catches the kitchen line with the push off. You saw it there on the right foot. So unfortunate for him, loses the point. And Deckelbar with the smile on his face. Little cheeky shot, lob from down low. And Deckelbar going for the around the post. 0 for 2 so far this game. That ball might have maybe not been there just yet. And a nice spot with the reach into the backhand from the southpaw, Pablo Tellez. Eight 5. Deckelbar all over that attack, but just pushed it long. So a nice speed up from Tellez. He's looking to create some attacks into the body of Deckelbar. Ooh. Tellez closing just in front of Frazier. Was all over it, but not enough. How many net cords in 1 point does it take? The answer was 3 that time. So now clean cause 1 point away from the change of ends. But not just yet, as Deckelbar puts that drive into the net. Frazier with the serve. Frazier with a nice drop shot. Frazier hasn't been too involved so far this match. That ball just long, so a good leave by Federico Staksrud, who was our player of the day yesterday. Our Aura Nutrition player of the day. He was the #1 ranked in individual stats amongst all players here this weekend. So he's looking to continue that momentum. Talked to him just before this match, and he didn't even know that until I told him. And so he said it gave him a little bit more confidence that he was playing well. So he looks to carry that forward into this match and into the rest of the tournament. (11-8), Barr serving. Great hands from Pablo. And around the post, again, unsuccessful. So Barr is saying that it hit Tellez's elbow earlier in the point. So it wasn't the around the post that he's talking about. It was during the point. So Barr just letting Tellez know that, hey, that hit your elbow, but don't worry about it. We'll just keep playing. Tellez saying it did not hit my elbow. So Frazier to serve, 9-11. Deco Barr with a big speed up. He held that ball very late to try to get a reaction out of Tellez. And Staksrud unable to shake and bake himself. As Frazier with the good hands puts Federico in a tough spot. And great hands again from the initial attack. Frazier with a nice backhand block. Pablo helping out his partner. And Tellez firing one at Deco, who squats down in that position and cleans up the mess. And another hands battle in favor of Deco Barr. The Ernie from Barr, but ATX holds strong. Federico Staksrud trying to cover the entire court. Unsuccessful. And Frazier maybe just stood up too tall with that dink, not getting underneath it, puts it in the net. And a great leave by Frazier. They're within two. They're in this match. And an unforced error from Tellez. Gives the ball back to Clean Cause. Barr getting down in that scorpion-like position. Successful on the first attempt. Maybe thinking to leave that ball go, as you can see on the replay. And a big Ernie. Able to hit down. That's one thing you got to be careful about when you are playing deco bar, are the drop shots into his corner. Being so tall and athletic, you can do a lot of damage with that. And a nice job by Frazier moving the dink around. Getting unpredictable with where he's placing the ball. And Barr with the quick trigger pull into the body of Tellez. (19-15). And a good leave off of the Ernie attempt. I'd maybe think of him going to the forehand there and hitting down the line, but instead elects to hit the backhand and just pushes it wide as ATX takes the timeout at 15-20. They were down 13-15. And Clean Cause has just inched away and has a game point to tie the series 1-1. So if Clean Cause wins this matchup, they will get the bye into the semifinals, where if they don't win this, that is not so much a guarantee, as there are some other teams that are 2-1. Where I believe the only other 3-0 team is Team BOQK. And great pressure from Deco Bar to close out the game. 21-15. Clean Cause come out on top. We're going into mixed doubles next, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Major League Pickleball Columbus. Your day 2 last match in the pool play between ATX Pickleballers and Clean Cause. Clean Cause undefeated coming into this match, where ATX looking to get their first win. So this series is tied 1-1. And now we're going to go into our first mixed doubles matchup with Regina Goldberg and Deco Bar facing off against Dylan Frazier and Jade Kawamoto on the far side. And a big poach, which turned into somewhat of an Ernie from Deco Bar, taking up a lot of the court. And a good low return from Frazier. Deco not able to get underneath it. The lob. Great hands from Frazier. And the lob just out. So now tied up 2-2. Jade Kawamoto serving. And Frazier getting big. Interesting speed up choice. Jade, the lefty, was all over. And a big put away from Frazier, doing a great job moving that dink around. Look at him getting Deckel off the court, which really opens up a lot for him to work with. Big put away from Deckelbar. That ball is not coming back. You see Jade just pops that one up a little too high for the big man to step in and put away. And Frazier with the misdirect into the body of Barr. Looked like Frazier was going to attack Regina at first and decided to change directions and go at Barr. That's the pressure we're going to see a lot of from Barr. It just comes down to, can he execute on that poach using that long reach? And a nice spot into the right hip of Barr by Frazier. Frazier's very involved this match, more so than in the men's doubles. He's creating a lot of offense. And there he gets the friendly net roll. So now Barr is actually asking the referee if it hits the cross member, the play should be dead, but I don't think it did. I think they might have been asking for clarification. So 9-3, big lead for ATX. And 10-3. Frazier's letting them rip right now. 5 kills to 1 error before that shot. But a great return from Goldberg. Puts Frazier on his back foot, forcing an error. And Frazier seems to have Barr's number when he's pulling the trigger first. So it looks like Frazier is, so he has 7 kills to 2 errors, 4 of them coming off of the forehand volley. And most of those are going into the body of Barr. Regina's not really getting attacked too much straight up from Frazier. Regina Goldberg 0 kills to 0 errors. So playing solid and letting Deckel Bar create some opportunities. But the story is really based on two things. Frazier's forehand attack has been dangerous. And Barr, trying to take up a lot of the court, is getting himself in the right position, just not executing. And Deckel Bar finally being able to insert himself in a big way and actually execute. I expect to see more of that as the match progresses. Barr gets to it, but just too much from Frazier. He's putting that ball all over the court. Making Barr and Goldberg really have to move and guess where he's placing it. Goldberg with the Ernie. And a sneaky hold from Frazier and a big smile on his face. He got Deckel guessing to go sideline. Last second, pulled it in through the middle. 13-5. It is the Dylan Frazier show at the moment, as he earns a free point on his serve. Then a timeout by Clean Cause. ATX up 14-5. It is the Dylan Frazier show, who has 9 kills to 2 errors. So just absolute domination from Frazier. He's getting Deckel Bar jammed up nicely, and when he isn't attacking, he's moving the ball around very well to get them guessing. If I'm Deckel Bar, I trust my skills to finally find that offense and being able to execute. All right, so we're about to get back underway. Jade Kawamoto will be serving 14-5. And a quick side out, so a well-timed timeout, but they have a big hill to climb. Deckel Bar getting the poach with a nice drop shot from Goldberg. And Frazier going behind Bar. We'll see here again, he holds it very late. Bar seemed to be ready for it. Just didn't have the connection, the volley he anticipated. Frazier with a beautiful reset. Frazier again with the attack into bar and ready for the next one. Nice adjustment. Deco Barr saying, what do I got to do? And another around the post. Unfortunately for Barr, I think he's 0 for 4 on the around the post. And Frazier just taking over. Look at the smile from Jade Kawamoto. And that ball just pushes wide. I was not expecting this match to be in the certain patterns that they've found themselves in, with Frazier attacking Barr more often than attacking straight in front of him. And that's what Barr needs to do. However, Frazier is just unstoppable. 12 kills to 4 errors. And Jade Kawamoto shows Frazier how it's done and gets the victory, a commanding victory, 21-8. So the first mixed doubles matchup goes in favor of the ATX Pickleballers. But don't go anywhere. We have the second matchup coming right up. All right, we're back in action here for the fourth game of this series. It's 2-1 in favor of ATX. We just saw Dylan Frazier put on an absolute clinic. But now Team Clean is fighting to try to get the bye into the semifinals, so they're going to want to win this and push it to a dream breaker. So Maggie Remynse and Federico Staksrud on the near side. Pablo Tellez and Sarah Ansbury on the far end. And a big forehand from Ansbury. Ansbury serving. Big forehand again from Ansbury, but Maggie Remynse all over it. Hitting down and away from a charging Pablo Tellez. Absolutely incredible hands from Ansbury as she goes for the Ernie. And that ball just wide of the around the post. Exceptional hands to begin that point from Ansbury. Federico Staksrud drove 4 very low balls over the net. She handled them with ease. And a nice soft touch from Remynse. Gets the job done. Staksrud with a big poach, and it hit the net and into the hat of Ansbury. Staksrud with a big drive. And great hands from Ansbury again, withstanding the initial attack from Staksrud. Pablo Tellez with a nice reaction as well in the backhand put away. That time, ATP successful with the two hands on the paddle. Uses that left hand to really get on the outside of the ball, curls it just in. Tellez putting it away. Stepping in after a lot of work from Ansbury, withstanding the pressure from Staksrud and Remynse. That one just wide due to the charging Tellez getting into the vision of Remynse. And Remynse hitting down on the ball. (6-5). Tight one here. With the Ernie attempt. And Remynse threads it through the two forehands. And great defense on the side of Team Clean as Tellez just misses the put away. So 6-8, Pablo serving. Maybe just too big of a swing from Remynse as she was coming in through the court. Didn't need that big of a swing. And a nice job from Remynse getting Pablo Tellez to move off the court, opened up the middle quite a bit, causing him to be late to the next ball. And that ball just inside, a nice flick of the wrist from Tellez. So 8-9, 1 point game. And an unforced error from Staksrud. Haven't seen a lot of those. As it's 9-9. Great pickup from Tellez. Remynse had the put away at his ankles. He was able to have a nice soft touch into the kitchen. Ansbury and Tellez with the shake and bake. So ATX was down. They were down 3. And now they're up by 2 at the switch. So Clean Cause is going to have to turn things back in their favor if they want to push this on to a dream breaker. Because they're right now in a hole. Down 2-1 and also down 2 points here in the game. Pablo Tellez and Ansbury definitely caught fire towards the end of that first half. Tellez able to find some offense. And Ansbury doing a great job setting him up for an easier put away. So we're getting back underway here. ATX 11-9, Ansbury on the near side serving. And that ball just inside the line. Nice reaction time from Remynse. And didn't have too big of a swing, so kept it just inside the line. That drive just under the top of the net cord. Gives the ball back. What hands from both Remynse and Tellez, but Remynse comes out on top. Eleven 12. The lob over Ansbury. Tellez helping out a partner. And that one just long. Good efforts on the side of ATX, but clean cause and complete control of that point after the lob. And Ansbury going for the Ernie, but Remynse keeping that ball nice and tight. And Staksrud gets the ball that he wants. Ansbury's been very solid on those volley defenses from his drives, but that one goes into the net. And Ansbury responding in a big way. The lead's now back in favor of clean cause, but it's still a 1-point game. And a big overhead, but unfortunately a push-off fault from Tellez. That's the first time in this game he's done that, but the second time in the series. Still alive. One of the longest points so far this game, and Tellez comes out on top with a sneaky attack up high into Staksrud. Still within one. This game is coming down to the wire. And Ansbury coming in big through the transition zone. See here with a big forehand. Remynse just mistimed the volley. And again, it looks like Ansbury's trying to bring the pressure to Remynse just in front. She's had the edge the last few points. Now ATX regain the lead. Pablo Tellez playing high formation. Unable to get the finish. So clean cause, tie back up and get the ball back. Almost picked up and put back onto the court was Staksrud. So a good ball catching Staksrud, coming up a little too far. And missed third from Tellez, so 17s across the board. Smart leave and a wag of the finger from Ansbury. So now we have 18-17, getting closer to the finish. And a great defense off the lob. Sarah Ansbury read it. Sets up her partner, Tellez, for the finish. So Sarah Ansbury right now, 19-17. And a missed volley from the pressure of Tellez and Ansbury. They have regained control here late in the fourth game of this series. They're up 2-1. So ATX now has a game point. Clean Cause still has rally scoring in their favor for at least one more point before they get to 18. They're going to have to slow down the pace here that Ansbury and Tellez are bringing to them. And so we're going to have Pablo Tellez kicking us off here with the first match point of this series. So, 2017, Pablo Tellez. Gets it done. The ATX Pickleballers get the job done as Pablo Tellez looks into the crowd, flexing. So there you have it. ATX beats the unbeaten Team Clean. So not sure if the Team Clean will have a bye at this point, as there's several teams that are 2-1. But they do advance. ATX Pickleballers unfortunately will not advance as they are 1-2 in their pool. So we are done here on Grandstand Court. All the rest of the matches will start at 4:15 p.m. Eastern for the quarterfinals. So make sure to tune in over there. This is John Davison. I got 002 Stats with me, Boxcar Productions at Major League Pickleball Columbus. Have a good night.